Alright. Oh, I need to be able to see my, the talking. There we go. Okay. Alright. Luckily, I'm going to be able to do this today. I didn't think I was going to be able to. For those of you that can hear something different in my voice, I'm still fighting through the cold I've been fighting for about a week now. Though the last couple of days I have had like absolutely no voice, so I didn't think I was going to be able to do this today, but luckily I woke up this morning and my voice is, I'm going to say, acceptable. I didn't do much, I didn't do anything off camera. Well, other than let it run while I was getting everything set up. We've still got 10 sciences to go. We've got red and green sciences left. Our first goal today is going to be to get green science built. Although, we might be redesigning a bit of this. I don't know yet. The thing about it is, and the reason why, I'm going to go over this before I go too far, the reason why I'm considering redesigning this anyways, is I know this won't get us very far. But, we are going to go at least a little bit more of a distance before we do a full redesign of the base. And I at least want green science finished before we do the redesign, so. Some people don't like doing a full redesign of bases, but I feel like it's necessary with something like this, because you get new stuff, you get new items. The only way I could not do a full redesign is if I made areas, if I designated stuff for it, and I kind of do want to put gears on the belts. So what I might do is I might eventually put gears on the belts, but I don't know yet. But let's get on to the next area. The next thing we want to build is our... I knew it was going to happen. I left my 2-to-1 blueprint in my other save. Yay. This isn't the full 2-to-1, but this is fine. Go ahead and put it... I'm actually thinking if we can put it here. Because I need some space. That'll work. And you will be making green science. What I need, though, is I need more of these. Alright, let's see, I need more of these first, but let's see, what I could do is I could put a splitter here and pull gears down this way as well. Which might not be a terrible plan, or I could do this. But yeah, we are going to do a redesign. I do apologize for people who aren't big fans of redesigns, where I tear up the entire base and then rebuild it. But it's something that I feel like is the easiest way for me to do this and to build this stuff. Especially when I'm starting to realize I made some mistakes while designing the base, and I'm realizing quite a few mistakes I made while designing the base. So it's literally just going to be a situation of build it as we can. Although we might not redesign the base, what we might do is we might just go to a different area and build a new base. I don't know yet. It all depends on how this base looks and how it runs once we get to a certain point. One of the main reasons I like doing a full redesign is I get all the material that I used to build the first base to build the next base. We don't have a goal today. I'm just going to do a 2-hour stream. I'm going to get as much progress as I can, but I don't have a plan on, like, I want to get to like blue science or something like that. If I can, I'd like to get at least green science automated and a bunch of red-green science text finished before the end of the stream. But again, it's not like I'm sitting here saying I have to do that because, well, obviously, my voice isn't fully recovered yet, and I don't want to make a full thing out of this if it's going to end up being that my voice is just going to progressively get worse because it's starting to even sound a little more groggy. So I don't know if it's going to get worse over time. So yeah, we'll go as long as we can, but I'm not planning on pushing it past where it's recoverable. Not you. Here we go. Go ahead and build. Go ahead and build it. I like putting them. I found that sometimes I like doing like a tier down, because then it helps with placement. Although that's one reason why I'm planning on redesigning the base, because then we're going to put the inputs over here and the sciences are going to be over here. I never know how to do this. I've never found a good design for a base, personally. Because even with the main bus plan, there's still a lot to be considered when building it. Okay, let's bring all 3 of these down. Just bring them down as far as I can. As we're seeing, iron is already getting consumed like crazy. And this is just literally a throughput issue. Oops, not what I meant to do. When we get red belts, we'll start upgrading this red belt, but it's not going to work. We're going to need more than 1 belt of iron for the final design of the base, which is another reason why we have to redesign it. Less than 250, go ahead and put both to Alright, so this one. Oh wait, we don't have red belt yet. That's fine. Also, what we can do now is we can grab this. Now, technically, a lot of people are going to think what I'm about to do isn't going to work. Oh, wait, no, not that one. Because green circuits aren't a 2-to-1, it's a 3-to-1. But we don't have long enough hand inserters yet, and that's a green science research for us to make them long enough for it. So we have to go with 2-to-1 and then utilize what we have until it's been built. Oh, we're a little low on steel, that's fine. We technically will need steel if we want to do this. Okay. Not what I meant to do. So if I bring this down, we can do this. Oh wait, no, these are supposed to be green. And turn hyperspeed off, turn hyperspeed on, oops. I do try not to move around too much when I'm doing hyperspeed. I get how difficult it can be to see what's going on. There we go. Now, the good news is we do have this one. Now this one has red belts in it because I had researched red belts with the playthrough I was doing on my own in order to build a few of these belts. Build a few of these blueprints, I should say. This needs to go to iron. We'll do a little finagle there so that I can get to there. We will be upgrading all of this to red belts eventually. One reason why I built this, it's going to be a red belt creator. I just don't have any red belts right now. Any more steel. Wrong one. I was looking at stream there for a second. Try not to get too distracted while I'm doing this. Need more you. There we go. Now this will make a lot more inserters than we need, but I like having more I like making more of something than we need, especially when it comes to sciences. Plus, what we could also do. What does this make? What does this take? Green circuits and iron plates. There we go. And it's an iron issue. That's fine. Like I said, iron's going to be an issue for a little bit, but that's fine. We can upgrade this to make it a little bit better. It's not going to be great, but we are going to be getting it a little bit better once we get these reds. So once we get the red belts figured out. Alright, what size is it going again? Alright, just trying to keep up. There we go. Alright, so now, red belts. Go up there. Into there. I'm going to like that many because I want a ton of red belts. Oh yeah. It'll technically go faster if I don't do that, because then it won't do the little animation of retracting itself. Alright, let's go with... We're just gonna start going down the line. There's nothing in particular that I need at this point. Alright, so... Let's grab some stone. Or not stone, let's grab some landfill. Alright, that'll work. We're doing this for a reason. Obviously. I don't know what I picked up there, but I didn't want to pick it up. Go ahead and grab some of these. Some of these. You can have these. Oops. And build one of these. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and do this. There we go. Build me a handful of these. Now you might be wondering, why did I build the green circuit thing and bring it out this way? The reason is we're going to start making some supplies. Now for those who have watched my streams before, you'll know this is something I don't do very often, until I have bots at least. But I'm going to do it today because I feel like it's necessary. Mostly because I want more parts, more stuffs. Now the good news is that we don't have to upgrade the entire build yet, we just have to upgrade the main build. I don't know why it does that. It always seems to place it backwards when I first place it. Do we have a furnace set up? Yes, we do. A brick. Oops. Iron input is being, the iron input is being slow. That's the other thing we need to upgrade about this, is because, and the one reason why I say we're going to do an upgrade eventually, is because even this design isn't what I normally go with. I accidentally said to upgrade a few of those to blue belts. Hopefully that doesn't cause any problems. I don't think it does. I think the upgrader planner just plans for the upgrade. I don't think it actually stops the item from working if it's in the middle of being upgraded. Everything seems to be fine. Iron is still slow, but that's fine. Even I have issues with being at top speed when I'm trying to get around. It's one of the reasons why I like playing on double speed if I can. But I don't know if there's a way for me to tell it to default to double speed if I press back into the normal. What is full over here? Prismarite and it's just basically prismarite wood and stuff. So what we'll do is we'll do this. A lot of this isn't what we're going to be destroying. We're going to be destroying wood. Why is there disgusting slime in here? Oh, because there's that one piece of disgusting slime that got in. That's fine. Now the good news is that I soon will be able to fix this as far as it being a problem. In the not too distant future, because I can get prismarite shards as soon as we can get oil processing. Alright, let's go ahead and limit it. Greater than 5,000. We still need to deal with the prismarite, but that's fine. We're going to be dealing with the prismarite eventually. That's what these were for. And pick that up. Especially since we seem to need more iron. And that's one thing that we're going to get from this is more iron. Let's go ahead and do this. Can't do it yet, but that's fine. Now the reason I went from making, part of the reason why I went from doing a design for making more supply, for making more reason I went for making a design of more material to doing this is because we don't have enough iron to supply our current supply, so we need more. We need to do more to make it important. So let's go ahead and start focusing. What I would like to get, it's down at the void stuff. What I would like to get is this, which needs oils, and we need to make them. So I need pump jacks, which means I need this, and we'll do a few of these just to get some of the void science stuff out of the way. Let's go ahead and turn that down to 3. Put these in so that it stops making those. I will do solar panels now, but we won't be using them for a little bit. The next thing I need to do is I need to throw down one of these. It doesn't matter where it goes. Alright, that completes the research for that. Oh, I can go straight into this. Perfect. Now, this isn't going to be the end-all be-all. There is going to be a slight issue with it. We'll go over it, but it is going to help us with the next process. I'm just going to be able to use this to take up some of these prismarized shards that we've been stockpiling. Now, normally I turn them into stone to get more stone, but we don't need more stone right now. We need more iron. Luckily, iron is slightly easier to deal with. Iron. Now we'll see it makes iron and copper and void shards. So we'll have to deal with all of that. And there is a way to do that. We'll go over that in a minute. First, I wish if you ran out of something, you could just keep placing it as a ghost item. I could go into map mode and do that, but it's a bit of a pain. Alright, this one will be for copper. Hold off to the right. This one will be for shards. Hold off to the right. Now technically I could make both copper and iron go back to the warehouse, but I don't feel like that's absolutely necessary right now. Whoops. There we go. Now there is a better process to this that we'll get to eventually, but right now this is the best process we can get according to get more iron. That's also the other reason why I didn't want the iron going up here, is that we're dumping iron now. I wanted to utilize the right before we use the left. I wanted to utilize all of the iron we're getting in from the void system before we use the bark for our crystals, our prismite crystals. Because our prismite crystals being used up to make iron that we're just then dumping when we're just dumping iron isn't necessary. It's one big thing I'd like to try to do with void is only dump what I have to dump to keep the process running. So like copper from this system can get dumped because it's not made to make copper, it's made to make iron. Alright, back to the projects from before. You will make yellow. And then yellow can go into making the basic loaders, basic things, and the basic those. Okay, so we need these to make all of them. So I already have red belts being made, so let's make loaders, which needs iron. And then if I go into the next one, which needs to go 1, 2, and 3. This. that makes our red loaders. Which actually what I can do with this instead is do this. Give me a red loader. Then it'll just load this as fast as it possibly can. It will suck up a lot of our gears, but that's okay. Alright, the next one to make would be, let's go with undergrounders. So we need the yellow belts again. Yellow belts into, so we go yellow belts into yellow undergrounds into red undergrounds, which is the same process again. Iron and gears, that's it. So there. Now this one I'm not putting a chest here, even though I should. So what we'll do instead, since I wasn't planning to put a chest and I didn't make the room and I don't want to move the machines, we need to just make it more compact. Then again, if yellow undergrounds are less than 50. So what this will do is it'll make it to where we're using up yellow undergrounds that we already have before making new yellow undergrounds. At least 2 stacks of that. Need to make one more. Same thing here. Yeah, it's just being slow again because of iron. Which I think iron is probably being slow because of, no, it's being slow because of smelting. That we can fix. Let's increase it. I say I don't think that's 20. 1, 2, 3. Then I need inserters, which we're making down here. That's the one reason why I don't like why I don't make a lot of these a lot, because I always forget that I'm making them somewhere. And then I just make them in my inventory anyways. But I will try to remember to a certain degree. There we go. That at least makes our iron situation a little bit better. We are still struggling with iron, but that's fine. I can probably skip some of these texts, but again, I am trying to make as much of the text as possible. I'm planning on researching everything anyways, so if I could, I would just have it auto-queue the next tech, but I can't. I've never found a mod that does that, although I feel like it should be out there. I've never found it. I just remember we have all these up here. I can at least suck up a few of them. I was going to try to throw this onto the belt. The only way I could do that is we'd have to run down here. Where is it? Right there. Pick up a bunch of these. Go ahead and drop off our yellows. What I can do is I can do this. Get these out of here. Now, one thing I did in my practice playthroughs, I did this in order to keep this running, even if it runs out of material. It'll start to stutter if these have to do though. If these are doing all the work, but that's fine. Back to sucking up all that disgusting slime. That was going to happen as soon as it did. We're going to tell this to bring this down to like 500. That, and finally that to that. I still need to get the red splitters built. Work on that in a second. Oh wait, not that. That's gonna cause a problem. Next, this needs yellow. Oh. That's good. It's green and iron this time instead. Which is fine. Let's go ahead and go to here. 1, 2, 3. What I can do is I can do this. That one. yellows and reds. Oh no. Yellows and reds. Alright, you need gears and... Oh, that's annoying. I do like this. So you need iron, you need gears. But this can go like this. This will be iron. Which can then go like this. Like this, go like this, go like this, go like this, go like this. You can go... Oh wait, there. There, and there. Which means I can also do this. Oh no, wait. I messed that up. You don't need gears. You need gears. You need this. Okay. It's okay. Slight redesign. And then you can be replaced with a loader. Put these in there. Oh, you need gear. Oh, wait. Loader. Iron. Gears. Okay, so that, that, that. Oh no, you need gears and green circuits. Oh wow. Okay. I get gears. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. The spaghetti is working. The spaghetti is failing. Wait, the spaghetti's back. I think we're working, buddy. I think we're working. I need a little bit more of these. Oh, there's green circuits in there. Yep. And there. Oh, that's a pain. It works though. It shouldn't work, but it works. All right, the next one I'm going to do is a little bit more future-proofing than anything else. But it's really easy to do, so I should be doing it anyways. 4 stacks will be more than enough. And 2 stacks will be more than enough. Slowly making our progress. I'd be more tempted to make items if we had bots. Well, if we had bots like we're supposed to have bots. Yep, iron ring nailed again, and now this is out. We need boundaries from Fulgora is what we need. That would make making iron gears a lot easier. And that's what we're going to need for the redesign of the base anyways. But that's well into the future. We need to get past blue science, white science. So we're getting rid of all of these exclamation points. I have to do this every once in a while or it drives me crazy how many there are. We've gotten to the point now that iron has run out of we're like barely scratching by with iron. Because of all this, it's because of the lack of iron here. Pretty much, if we redesign the base as much as I want to redesign the base, it'll be basically everything from here. Now, these will stay, but everything from like here down will get redesigned. We'll keep the power. We'll keep the sorting system basically for now. Stone may get redesigned, or at least landfill will get redesigned because it'll get moved. And all of this will get destroyed if I redesign the base the way I want to redesign the base. If I redesign the base the way that's technically smarter, I would leave this here, start making a brand new island, and build on a new island. Because then I could then start redesigning the base as early as now, and have the new base siphon from this base for resources. do is, let's see if we can do this. Alright, now, go through and remove some of this real quick. Basically go through and remove all of this. Don't want any of this down here. I just want this upper part. I just basically want the part of me to just go in and place it and then remove everything I don't want from there with the destruction planner, because that's a lot easier. We're almost there. Nope, I want that. I think that's the majority of it. I might have missed one or two things, but we'll figure that out when we get down to when we finish getting down to this. So create blueprint. Now what I want to do is I want to go way over here. There we go. Good job. Alright, let's go grab more belts. Science. Finally getting into modules. Very tempted to start making modules as early as now. But they take red circuits and we're not even making red circuits yet. The next base will make modules right off the bat. That'll be the first thing I start making is modules. Let's go ahead and take up all of this. Because this is basically going to be the end of this island. I can take a lot of this stuff and give us some resources to work with. I'm going to leave the rest of that down there just in case I decide to expand the production over here. So what'll happen is we're actually gonna get rid of this as well. I just remembered we get rid of this as well. Because the last thing I want to do is be destroying anything at this stage. This is just getting everything in here so I can sort it out. So what we'll do is this, these, and this. Then what we'll do is the easiest way to do this would actually be disgusting slime over here. And then coal, iron, copper, stone, brick, wood, and I don't need this one. I don't think I need that one at least. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Because we won't be needing these anymore. Because we won't be putting those into there. These will literally be the only things going in and then getting sorted out. But they won't be piling up in here because this is just to get them separated onto belts. Because the next thing we would do, I'm going to bring this down. I'm going to bring this just to here. This is going to be basically where the two islands separate. But I want as much room over here as possible because we're going to need some room to work. I'm going to bring it down to like here. And then go ahead and over here real quick and toss these into there. Give me these. What we would do so that this one can go over here. And what I'm going to do is I can do this. It's a little bit tedious to do this, but we'll do this for now. Put a warehouse down here. So this is the disgusting slime warehouse. And then what I want to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Give me 12 spaces of space between the two of them. And then I can go ahead and do this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then what we can do is we can go ahead and do this. Now there's a reason why we gave them so much space. Because we're going to be doing a lot of process once we get to this point. She could just place it down and it would know to put foundation underneath it. Okay, good. This will give us plenty of space to work with. I wasn't expecting it to be plenty of space to work with, but it'll be plenty of space to work with. Now, I need to get this stuff started before I can get all of this set up. A lot of it will be getting destroyed, but not in the traditional sense. We have other ways of making material out of what's useless. Like right now we're dumping copper, we're dumping stone, we're basically dumping a lot of stuff we shouldn't be dumping because we want to use as much as we can to make different processes like power or fuel or the resources we're lacking. Like, wouldn't it be nice if we could turn some of this copper into iron? We're going to. Just not yet. Alright, let's see. Alright. We've done about an hour. It's about half of what I wanted. I am tempted though just to off-screen a lot of this. I I would ask it if there were any questions, but actively right now nobody's watching. But that's fine. Oh, I forgot we built you. You can be torn apart because you're no longer necessary. And you can have all of that. This way and up, while these three go over here. Because these is stone. No, stone will probably go to the right as well. I'll probably try to do stone to the right. Disgusting slime. I wish disgusting slime was on this side, but I know why I put it on this side. Let's switch disgusting slime instead. Technically, I use Disgusting Slime as a fun side project. One that we came up with in the last stream, or not the last stream, but the last playthrough of this, and I'm going to plan on doing it again. Part of me is like, I want to start planning this out, but part of me doesn't think I should. press it started. We don't have the warehouses yet. I can go ahead and make them though, or at least some of them. So we can make all 7 of them. There we go. Go ahead and grab some more landfill. The first part of the new build that's actually going to need power. Really, up to this point, didn't need any power. It was basically free. It does help me build things when there's stuff on the builds, which is one reason why I did that. Alright, let's go ahead and turn our backpack off again. At least that's what it was called, because it looks like a backpack. Oh, because gears, we have so little gears. Ugh. Iron is such an issue. What I could do is I could take the iron from this place and move it and move it into here. It'd be a lot of work for not a lot of gain. Nope, we're almost done with all of the red and green science. Which kind of sucks, because then this is all going to be useless. But it'll also mean the iron will stop getting used up by science as well as everything else. I can definitely say I probably should be prioritizing science over making stuff, but to me it doesn't matter either way which one's done first. Because even if we prioritize science, I'm just going to run out of science before I get anything useful. Most of what I need is even later tech than what we currently have. I just plan on building with the idea of having that tech instead of building without that tech. Because I have a little bit better of an idea of how big the stuff is going to be. Because I don't think we can even build with the ghost until we have the design. Yeah. kind of sucks. I could grab blueprints from my other world, or at least the world I was using that had this, but that world also doesn't exist because I decided to start over when I started the stream. I enjoyed the beginning, but I wish I had more. But I wish that you could plan with all of the techs in mind, so I could plan around the new tech that I'm going to get later. I need more steel to make it a warehouse. And then I would like to get another loader. Now, loaders are expensive. I will say that. Their usefulness is that the fact that they're not only are they faster than, inserters. I also like the fact that they fill the thing to full instead of filling it to unoptimized stack size. I will warn you, don't use this for every machine. Only use it at the end of a line, because if you use it at every machine will suck up as much of the resources as it can without anything getting more. So, end of the line's fine. Don't do it at the starts. I used to build bases like that, and it was noticeable how my base would starve for resources. Now, I don't like doing this because I feel like it's a questionable process. Especially since it makes my brain kind of itch. I could do this and save on a bunch of belts. But again, I don't like doing this because I don't like not being able to see what's on the belt. Not to mention they don't always line up. Actually, no, they'll be diagonal. Hey, it worked. I got them all to their respective warehouses. Now, the one thing that I really want to do is stone. Prioritize putting it to the right. If I don't have full landfill, I want full landfill. So I always prioritize making stone before I destroy stone. Now what I do want to do coal greater than 500. If coal is less than 2,000. Now this one needs a little bit more finagling for me to make it work. Less than 2,000. Greater than 2,500. Disgusting slime. Stone and brick. Now I mentioned doing this, and I'm tempted to do this, where basically I'll pull this iron over to here and use it for here for now. Now technically this is all going to get filled up eventually. It's one reason why I need to start the process of dealing with it down here. What I can do is I can do this. So what this will do is that once these snakes end, I'll know that we've gotten to the point that where I put those things in, so that we'll have our amounts that we want. Now, the disgusting slime, the brick, and the wood, we need to start working towards making, taking care of them. Brick and wood and disgusting slime are mostly just getting rid of them. We will be needing some, but not as much as we need for the current amount. But yeah, let's go ahead and fix this whole iron issue, or at least let's mitigate the iron issue. Now I'm trying to figure out where we're going to put it. Right here would probably be the best. So what I can do is I can do this. That'll combine those two lines, which is fine. Go ahead and get some more pellets. This should be higher. And then what we'll do is we'll just turn this off. And then what I want to do is I just want to turn this off. Oh wait, no. I want to turn this on. But I want to make it... What I just did was I reversed the loader, so that now it's trying to load it into the warehouse. See? And in order to do that, so that now what will happen is we won't be dumping any iron at all, because I don't want to dump any iron. That's not going to be a lot of iron input because we don't have a lot of these yet, but it is going to be better than what it was. Oh wait, no, that's because I'm also making landfill with that. Let's make sure we're at least greater than 500. And then this will be greater than 2,000, and then this will allow up to 2,000. So we'll constantly be making more to make landfill, but we won't be, but we'll have at least some stone in storage. So, we'll go over what's going to go up here, because this I'm going to design right now as one design. It'll get redesigned later. We're going to need a lot of void works, though. Luckily, we have plenty of stone brick for that. So what we'll do is we'll do it above iron, where the iron ore is going, just to make it easier on us for now. But it's going to be basically right here. We're going to build up a bit more landfill. Actually, I do it like this. 1, 2, 3. And this one is going to be stone. Oh wait, no, not stone. Not creating stone. Not stone. This is partially why we started making pipes, because we are going to need a lot of pipe and underground pipe for this design, because we're going to start using what's called flux fluid. Let's go put the loaders into here. So when we get excess stone, it'll go into there. Now I am going to build the iron line as if it was there, because this will get turned on eventually. And when it does, I want it to be making everything it's supposed to be making. Now, the negative to this, at least for right now, is that the only way I can make stuff is with this process. Well, either from the void or from the, void flux. Now what void flux is, basically it's the material that we can get from the ether, because we can create it here using this recipe, which it creates it from nothing, just power, or fuel if you're using the void forges. But what we can make is we can make but what void flux can do is it can be made into different items. We can also eventually make it into, like, I think it's called coreless fluid, and coreless fluid is used for making more these items by themselves. Right now we're still going to get a lot of byproduct from them, but we're going to have to deal with that. So there's a way to deal with that. There's two ways to deal with that. We're going to be using the less efficient way to deal with it. Now, let's go ahead and do this real quick. Do that. Do that. And then I want to say, prism right, go left. And then I'll just pop it onto that belt. And then what we'll do is we'll say, make stone. Oh yeah, I forgot it was a throughput. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, so now what I can do, oops. Now I am gonna have to do. Now I am gonna have to look at these before we send them back. So, no, and no. Need more belts. Oh, whoops. That means they're all messed up. Now see, this is working just fine, except it's going to eventually... There's stone, and there's also going to be shards. Actually, what I could do... Actually, what I could do here is say stone with a root. Then that'll send the stone bricks, the shards, and the prismarite this way, which will get used up. And that'll make it more landfill. So we can eventually fill these in and make the rest of this. Actually, go ahead and turn these back on because I'm not gonna. What I'll do is I won't connect them to their sources until I figure out what the sources are making. Carbon, and void shards. Now, carbon and spoilage are the useless ones there. But what we can do is we can do this. And you're going to do shards. Now, for us, for the carbon and the spoilage. Carbon and spoilage into a bunch of void forges, which isn't a bad idea. What we'll do here is we'll do this there and there. There we go. Now it'll burn the carbon in this foliage and make us coal. Now, this will not. Now, coal will eventually stop being made. Because the reason why coal is stopping being made is because we're keeping up with the coal supply. This is the only thing pulling from the coal supply, so it's not going to get more than what this is providing. But that's fine. Because we're still making stone, we're going to still be making iron. Because iron is iron ore, stone, and then it's iron plates. Probably the easiest way to do with iron plates is to take iron plates all the way down to where iron is, and then put it into the system. I would think, probably. Let's go get some more belts. Let my mind chews on this thought process for a little bit. This will really help us once we get this iron process set up, so I am trying to figure out how to do this as quickly as possible. If nothing more than just to get more iron. Need more iron, and we're starved for iron right now, it's annoying. And build a void works. Turn the backpack off real quick because I want to control where this void works goes. Alright, so like I said before, we're not getting a lot in, and that's probably not a bad thing. It probably could be seen as a bad thing because then we're not getting a lot to make more stuff, but that's fine. I might turn the stone off. Maybe. Actually, I probably should. Probably should turn stone making off. Now, I can't turn stone making off. I can decrease it, though. That's not really what I want to do, though. Stone less than 500. Oh wait, no. Oops, I bet. Stone less than 500. Oh, because I did the red wire for some reason. There we go. Okay, fine, 450. There we go. But yeah. So iron, stone, and iron plates. So if I can go with this one, will go to here. This one will just go straight into this. Stone. This one will do shards. And then here we'll do just so I have a place to stockpile the iron plates. Now, it will make a lot of stone, it will make some stone and some iron plates and some shards. The good news is, though, is that the stones, iron plates, and shards won't be nearly as much as iron as we're making. Hopefully that'll increase the number of iron going to the other process. Now we're going to be scooping up the copper, and putting that into this process as well. Now, as copper goes, it's the same thing. It's got the same issues. It makes stone as well as iron, as copper. It makes stone, copper plates, and shards. So, exact same thing we did with iron. Go ahead and put a little bit of everything in there. Go ahead and put that up there. Bring you down here. And dump all the copper plates into a chest. Eventually we'll redesign all this and we'll be making pure stuff, so we won't have to worry about all this byproduct. Although I have to say I actually like the idea of having like lots of byproducts in Factorio, where you have to make all these like loop around systems for. I actually like that idea, just because I think it adds a little bit more complexity to the game. And while I'm not huge on the complexity, I kind of like the complexity every once in a while. There comes the copper. There backs up the copper. So now it'll start sucking down all the excess copper, and we won't be needing all this excess, and we'll be starting to use up this instead of having it all back up. And this is what I meant. We're not dumping any of it into the ocean. We're turning it all into other resources that we can be using. One reason why I wonder if I should start picking these up, because they do better over here. We still do need to deal with slime, brick, and wood, but we're noticing these don't fill up nearly as much. That's why they're over here, because these don't fill up nearly as much, and we can do a lot more with these instead of figuring them out. I am going to go ahead and do this though. Although, we're not pulling the other resources in, so I might start losing on resources. Maybe. I don't know. That's not a bad idea. I have an idea of what we can do with it. Let's go ahead and tear this out. Go ahead and connect these two islands together. We have a power issue. There we go. Power issue fixed. So what I want to do is let's go like this. Idea of making these 4 deep. Ooh, even cold start to back up. Let's go with this idea. Running into an issue of consuming the copper. We're running into an issue of using up the void flux. Maybe do this. Egg iron. Not that one. Iron. I'm noticing we're having an issue with something else. Because we got... I don't know how to feel about that. We actually started making it up for everything. Okay. We'll go ahead and start turning this back on. about 2 hours. We've made quite a bit of progress. We've done all of the research for the red and green sciences. We've gotten everything done we need to get to blue science. We're redesigning the entirety of our base, which now we have a better system for setting up this. In the next one, we're going to have to deal with disgusting slime, which for the foreseeable future, disgusting slime is just going to get pumped over towards power and be used up for power, like everything else. I actually might redesign. I actually might go ahead and start working on getting that taken care of right now, and that'll be the last thing we do, because we do need to take care of disgusting slime before it becomes a problem. Now, we are going to be spaghettiing this. I do apologize for that. Actually, what we'll do is we'll just do this. You will be disgusting slime. And then what we'll do is we'll just turn off disgusting slime for this way. Less than 200. Now this will fill disgusting slime up, I think. We're not really going through it nearly as much as we should. But then again, that also might be... Yeah, we have a lot of coal on the line right now. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to turn off coal. We're only going to be just burning disgusting slime. And void fuel. What I should do, actually, now that I think about it. Or, more importantly, what I could do. Yeah, let's do that instead. Not that. Not you. Literally what this will do is it's literally just to burn up the slime, so it's not actually being used to create power, so it's not a big deal that it's not running all the time. What did you get mad at? Iron. Okay. We are getting closer to the end of the stream. I do know I keep saying that. That's one thing I can say definitely about Factorio. Not Satisfactory, different game entirely. That's the one thing I can definitely say about Factorio is that it's one of those games that's like just 5 more minutes. Let me work on this one last project and I'll be done. I don't really have anything left to do today though, so it's not like I can't keep going. I will say we're probably not going to make a whole lot more progress. I'm just going to be improving the processes that I currently have running. Now, one thing we can do is that since we have more than enough iron now, now we don't have a place for not disgusting slime. We don't have a place for spoilage. And I don't feel like designing a place for spoilage or updating the system to utilize spoilage. So what I will be doing is I will basically just be doing this. Now that'll destroy spoilage along with the disgusting slime. Using it, mildly using it, but not really using it. It's not really something that we need a ton of. Oh, and I need one more farming center for that process. There we go. Now we'll be making stone to make more landfill, which more landfill is always good. So now we're using up the prismarite shards we're getting from this process. A lot of this early game is just making landfill. Because you need landfill because this is not going to be enough space for us to do everything we want to do. Or everything I want to do. Everything you guys will eventually see if you keep coming to the streams. Or watching their playbacks on the my YouTube channel. But to catch my streams, to make it easier on yourselves to catch my streams, power problems. Of course. Alright, fine. You can have coal. You're also having disgusting slime. Don't just eat all my coal. That'll fix that problem. We're still having an issue with power. It's because we don't have enough of these. So, one more thing before we go. Always one more thing. One more thing. 5 more minutes, Mom. I'm really glad this game didn't come out till after I became an adult. Because this would have gotten me in so much trouble of 5 more minutes, Mom. This would have been a problem for me growing up. Because I would have constantly have done that, and my mom would have hated it. Though my mom was pretty understanding for me growing up. She didn't really give me too much. She wasn't really too upset when I was like 5 more minutes. Because usually, if I said it, I was pretty accurate. I would think. Huh? What happened? Stop. Much iron. So there something too much here? Too much copper. Oh wow, we really filled up copper. Okay. Easy. Somewhat easy fix. I just need some kind of burnable substance. I have burnable wood. Perfect. Start splitting the copper, the coal in both directions. Now another option we have is to turn this mode on. Here, let's go get some landfill and some pipes. Go and put these into there. Seconds. We should actually be doing. We should be waiting for more brick. Always brick. It's always brick. I actually was destroying brick during my first playthrough a lot, and it was only later did I realize how bad of a decision that was. This is definitely one of those things where it's like, if you ever played the old C block, which reminds me a lot of C block, it's actually one reason why I like this mod pack. It's because it reminds me a lot of C block. If you ever played the old C block, at least I consider it. Some people might not. Some people might be upset that I call it old. I personally find it. There we go. I was wondering why that was working. Alright, I think I'm officially going to call it. This time for real. I'm not going to sit here and keep tweaking systems. We are going to have to deal with bricks and wood in the next one, but we have ways of dealing with that. It's basically this exact same system. I just split... My apologies. I just split them because it's easier. I might put them on this side as well, just to make the flux fluid easier to control. But if I do, they'll basically come up, over, through copper, through iron, through coal, then up, and join up into this, up in a further system up here. It's actually what we plan on doing. Now, disgusting slime, you cannot do that with. It's basically something that you either burn it, or what we're going to be eventually doing is we're going to be recycling it to upcycle it into basically legendary slime. This is a pointless process. It does not do anything. I just like having a warehouse full of legendary disgusting slime, because I think it's hilarious, because it's basically a useless byproduct that you basically just burn away. I actually don't think there's any usable thing for it. But I like doing it because I think it's hilarious. I was talking to the mod maker. He used to come to the streams. If he's watching these now, yes, I'm still enjoying the mod. Yes, I still play it. I just, like I said, I ran into a lot of issues in my life that took up a lot of time. But I do enjoy this mod. I think this mod is absolutely amazing. I play it all the time. I literally will pick it up and just start from the beginning and just get as far as I can before my brain decides to say, okay, I'm done. And then delete the process and start over again from the beginning. But I do enjoy this mod. I do think it's absolutely hilarious. I do think it's absolutely amazing. I do absolutely feel like it's one of the best mods that I've ever seen for Factorio, and it's definitely one of the ones I enjoy the most. It definitely calls back to that. Like I said, it definitely calls back to C-Block. I loved C-Block. I thought it was a fun pack. This is even funner because of the fact that it's C-Block, but it was C-Block without all of the added complexities, and it actually has a really good scaling system for getting material. We're actually running, like I said, we're just currently running into that issue of we have too much of a single type of material. It does look like we're starting to decrease the amount of copper that we have. So we might be starting to finally use up all that copper to make stone, because that is what we're really doing. I might just increase this in size. 5 more minutes. I have a problem. It's not like this one's gonna take as long though. Then we should probably grab some more iron. Like I said, this game is addictive. I can sit here and play all day. The only reason I don't want to is that I feel like my throat is getting problematic, and I don't want to make it seem like I'm gonna be able to do this all the time. While I have time to do this today, this is one of the Sundays I have that is absolutely free. Sunday is the only day of the week I really have that's free, and I also have other things I'd like to do. Things I should probably do, but 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, as I used to always say. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream. I hope you guys will join me for the next one. For now, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Once again, we'll be having a few minutes after this where I will leave it running. We're currently at almost 2 minutes and 20 seconds. 2 hours and 20 minutes. 2 minutes and 20 seconds. That would be a very long stream at all. But we're almost at 2 hours and 20 minutes right now. We'll be going to 2:25, but I will not be talking. I will be done for now. We're just going to be letting this run in the background. Like I said, we're probably not going to make any progress off camera because there's not anything for it to do. We already have all the research. I already have all the things. I want you guys to see what I build. So, the only thing I might do is I might let it run like it is right now. I literally probably will not move from this spot though. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, please hit that subscribe button. It's the best way for you guys to know when I'm starting to stream up or when I put new video content up. If you liked it, please hit that like button. It helps me. It helps motivate me, and it also helps me get my channel out there. And if you want, leave a comment section down below, letting me know how I did. Let me know what you think I can do to improve. And if you guys have any suggestions, comments, or questions. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next time.